Doors, they can't give you any information. You call that number, no one answers. I wasn't trying to go inside, and there should be a way for somebody to actually be able to call that number and somebody be able to answer. These aren't real businesses.
But surely you don't think a daycare should just be unlocked. You shouldn't be able to just walk into a daycare.
It should be a reception.
It is a
No,
reception.
every daycare is locked.
Their doors are locked. If
And so, okay, you bring up a fair point.
The privilege of never having to consider your stereotype, right? The privilege of it is so funny. I really said to myself, I'm done with these right-wing podcasters or aspiring, influencers in politics that they put themselves in a position where they're the victim. It was just like the shorty from the Oklahoma University, I believe, right? They do things, they do things that are very rational, and they draw up a storm, and then the grift starts or whatever. I'm really done with him, but this one I gotta get into it with the whole Somali, the guys at the daycare. He's investigating fraud, viral video. The privilege of not having to consider your stereotype. Because if you weren't living in such a supremacist society that forces us to have to consider our stereotypes, right? I've got to sit there and be like, oh, well, what time is it? If I got a hoodie on, I'm a black man in America, I got to watch this, watch that, right? I've got to be cognizant of these things. But you get to do young male from the Mountain of the Caucasus, school building, locked, trying to get inside. And your brain doesn't immediately go, what would society think about this? What the recent, violence in schools from all grades, daycare all the way up to high school, has been involving what? People that look like me. But the thing about, most of us minorities is because we want this utopia, we start saying, hey, that's not the way the world should be. So even we don't try to, reinforce their stereotypes with someone like him. But you got to be cognizant enough, or at least have some humility to you, right? In saying, hey, I probably shouldn't be doing this. I probably should, but you feel so entitled. You feel the world owes you all. You get the benefit of the doubt that when one person of your race and your gender does something, it's not an indictment on you. You get to walk around like that. And that's why I always tell people, to the rest of, the rest of my, black and brown people that try to, brown nose, and they go, oh, well, that's why I tell you, race is not a thing anymore. It doesn't matter. Then they walk around, people like him walking around like that, nothing up there. But when they see you, all the stereotypes come up. Oh, you could be potentially this, you can be potentially that. Can you imagine? The gall. And let's put that aside. Let's put the stereotypes aside for a while, right? Let's put that aside. Just generally, any sane person who doesn't have a kid, is not taking a kid to a school, is not inquiring on trying to find a new daycare for a kid. I feel so emboldened. I've dropped one of my little cousins off the daycare. Door's always locked. Outside of pews, America can be America's interesting. 1 minute, safest spot of the world. Next minute, and it's some disturbing people. It's some disturbing people ready to wreak havoc on the rest of us all. So daycare, owners and workers, they always, oh, who is it? Oh, okay, this person? Are you random? Who is this random person picking up? Do you have a signature? Come on, Birdie. The privilege of never having to consider your stereotype.